welcome to Recipes Tested. I'm Brianna Robinson, and today I'm gonna be showing you a recipe that I've been making for a long time. This is something that my family kind of says I'm famous for, even though it wasn't me. I didn't make up this recipe, but it's a New York style cheesecake, and this is hands down the best cheesecake I've ever tried. Everybody who's had it, even people who don't like cheesecake, love this recipe. And I got this from laurinthekitchen.com. The link will be down in the bottom below. And I'm so excited to show you guys how this one is made, because really it's super easy. It's not very expensive for how big of a cheesecake it is, and it's incredible. So if you guys want to see how this recipe turns out, just keep watching and I'll get testing.
So I got going on making my graham cracker crust by banging my graham crackers in a baggie, but you can use a food processor. But I just took my sugar to my crumbs and mixed that all together, and then added in my melted butter and again mixed that together as well. And once that was all combined, I lined my cheesecake pan with foil, dumped my mixture in, and flattened it out to make the crust, and then I baked it for 8 minutes. And while that was baking, I zested my lemon and got the rest of my cheesecake mixture going by adding in my cream cheese, which was at room temperature. And I always mix it ahead of time before I add everything else. I just like to do it that way. And then I added in my sugar, flour, vanilla, salt, all the rest of the ingredients before I added in my eggs in one at a time. She just dumps it all in, but I just kind of feel better doing it in one at a time. And this is sped up, by the way. I did not whip it so much. It did not get whipped. I just sped up when I edited it just to make it faster. But then I mixed my mixture by hand just to make sure everything was all together, and then poured it into my pan. This is actually really super duper easy. Oh, and I added in the lemon zest. I added in everything else. I don't want you to think that I didn't add it in. I did. And then I smoothed it out and put it in the oven, and to tell that it's done, it needs to be jiggly in the middle and set on the side. You can overmix this. Usually when the edges are browned, that's when it's done, but I have overbaked it and it'll crack really easy.
All right, guys, so the cheesecake sat in the fridge overnight, which is what I normally do just because it makes it easy. We've already snuck into some, but I'm gonna go and just do my thing and give it a taste and let you know if it's love at first bite. First of all, this is like the biggest cheesecake pan that I can get my hands on. It's a 10-inch cheesecake. I forgot a plate. Give me just a second.
No plate.
And so this recipe, as you saw, does not require like a, what are those called? A water bath. So this did crack a little bit. And the way that the author kind of hides that is by covering the top with like a berry compote and then putting fresh berries on top. Personally, I think this cheesecake is so good, it doesn't need it. I prefer it plain, which is why I did not put it on the whole cheesecake. But if you do like that kind of thing, it's easy peasy to put it on top. Are you happy? I have Remy sitting right there. Are you happy for this? Do you want some? Do you want to try it with me? You like it? Mm-hmm. Isn't it good? This is like the perfectly not so sweet, not so like bland, creamy, just delicious, delicious cheesecake. You don't have to go to Cheesecake Factory to make something. This is like 10 times better, and I'm not even exaggerating. The longer that this sits, within reason, it gets better and better. The one thing I will say, because I have been making this for a very long time, this was one of the first Laura Vitale recipes that I ever made, which is part of the reason why I wanted to share this, because I've tried other cheesecake recipes, but I always come back to this one. The only complaint, I guess, that I've gotten from people is that a lot of people love crust and they want like a lot more. I love it the way it is. The lemon is just a brightness that shines through, and this is just really awesome, guys. So I really, really hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me today and testing out this recipe. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe for more recipe testing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Want to say bye? Bye!